All right, this is part 2 of the I guess I'll say from my boxing expert. What do you think of that Floyd fight? After you've seen it, you've seen the first time, and you went back and seen it the second time. What do you think? What do you think of it after looking back at it?
Well, I think it was a close fight. Not as close as people make it out to be. Like, oh, it should have been a draw. Or I seen some comments on YouTube where people had Cotto by 1 round. No, because I seen, and this is my opinion, I seen Mayweather do what Mayweather does. He still had the full ring general shit, as you can see. And towards the later rounds, when the typical Cotto come in where he gets tired or either he's hurt badly and he starts jumping backwards.
Yeah.
If you look at every fight where Cotto's in a tough fight, every time he's jumping backwards is usually when he's really on the defense.
Yeah.
And then when you look at the 12th round, I mean, that was just a big round for Mayweather. It seemed like Mayweather showed him too much respect because he hurt Cotto and just laid off. When was Mayweather known to hurt people and lay off?
But do you think he was afraid of his power, though? He afraid that Cotto can, shake it off? Because apparently Mayweather was the smaller guy that night, and it looked like to me that Mayweather probably couldn't just lay him out like that. Do you think he had that fear that what if I go in and he really hit me with something, then that really shocks or lay Mayweather out?
Well, I can't even say he was afraid of his power, because if he was afraid of his power, Mayweather would not have traded shots with the way he did, and especially in the middle rounds, where you seen Cotto had his best work when he was landing them big jabs over that left shoulder. He was landing the big right hand over that left shoulder. Yeah. He landed some bombs, so I don't think it was a power situation. I think for whatever reason it was a respect factor. And I found out just last night Mayweather also came into the fight with a wrist injury. So who knows if that didn't play a factor.
With another wrist injury. So what's going to happen to him? Because it's like the second time now I ain't going to say the second time. The second time I've known that he messed his wrist up in a fight. Well,
Mayweather has a history of hand problems. And due to his style, that very defensive style, that picking the shots, and it's going to carry him. I don't think it's nothing else. He had the jail sentence coming up, so he have time to rest. But that's just, my opinion. I don't think the fight was as close as people want to put it. I think people want to put it that way because for the longest they never seen Mayweather be so competitive. Have somebody really have success against Mayweather and landing shots and and landing big bombs and landing what it is and that and the third. And I think even still we still undervalue Mayweather because everybody was just like, oh, when he got hit by Mosley and he got rocked, everybody thought, okay, the next big guy, in which Cotto is a bigger guy.
Yeah.
Cotto landed some very big bombs, and I seen Mayweather just hold up, Mayweather traded, Mayweather slug. I don't think it was a power situation. Now I'm starting to believe. Did the wrist play a bigger factor? Because there's plenty of time, especially in that 4th round, I think it was, where he had Cotto going.
Yeah.
Had him hurt. So who knows?
So your thought from going on, where do you think Floyd goes from here?
I think
Cotto goes from here.
Of course I want the Floyd Pacquiao fight. I do want that.
Yeah.
But I also see fights at 147 that could be a good name, like Floyd against Berto, because Floyd always had a tough time against African American fighters, and you can go through the history and see it. Against Shane, he had trouble in the beginning. Against Zab, he had trouble in the beginning. Against the journeyman Emmanuel Augustus, he had trouble throughout the whole fight. So I mean, as far as Cotto, I don't think Cotto really lost the edge because, for one, everybody counted him out. I counted him out. I said TKO in the 8th, and I stood by it.
Yeah.
So Cotto should feel proud for what he did against Mayweather. Cotto's confidence should be way through the roof. And I still think he's the number 1. I think he's the number 2 guy at 154. I still think it's Sergio's weight class. So
where does Canelo come into that picture as the ranking in 154?
Oh, my personal opinion, probably 25.
Damn.
Until he steps up and go up against, like I said, Kirkland, this and that.
Yeah.
And if he's really got this hype, if he's really this kid, okay, let him fight Cotto.
That we're gonna see Cotto versus Alvarez. Do you think Golden Boy gonna allow it to happen?
No.
It should. They should.
No.
The name and the excitement will be there.
Yeah, the name and excitement will be there, but you know, it's like this. It's sort of like the con game. You know, if I approached you and say, "Hey, I got something right now that can lower your blood pressure," and you invested everything in it,
yeah,
and then you take it, and you actually go to the hospital, and your blood pressure is 10 times worse than what it was.
Yeah,
that's how the state of boxing is with all these overhyped, coddled kids. You know, you got Alvarez, you got Rios, you got and this funny thing is Alvarez and Chavez Jr. And Rios, of the three, Rios actually is the one that to me is more proven in them with some of the fights he had with Kevin Mitchell and Berto Antillon and some of them people.
Okay, so we'll have to shoot another video another time about who's the most overrated, overhyped boxers in the game right now.
Oh, no doubt.
All right,
no
we'll
doubt.
come
One
back
of
to
them
this.
is Alvarez.
So this is the Alvarez hater right here, and here's another Alvarez hater, but he don't want to be seen right now. So, all right, over and out.